Yeah, what's up, people? This your boy Dutch, MoB Entertainment. Got my man, Young E Class on the phone. We go do a little interview session with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up to the people, Young E Class.
You already know what it is. Your E-Class, eat that, eat that, eat that. This representing G fellas on the wrist, nigga.
Alright. And y'all gotta excuse his voice. You know he behind them walls, alright? So I'm gonna do the best I can to clarify everything that he's saying, cause this shit important. The first question I wanna ask you, my nigga, is how the fuck did you come up with the God's Cry Murder?
Oh, that jump. Yeah, that's one of them heaven accidents, you know. One of them beautiful accidents where though my in-house, in-prison producer came over the beat. And you hear how I come on as eerie as a motherfucker with the thunder and shit. And I already had the verses written, but I ain't had no hook. So, man, I'm a genius nigga. I mastered this shit. So when I went up in the booth, I was like, I'll come over the hook off time. I'm gonna come up with I feel. So as soon as the motherfucker come on with the thunder and shit, the area of the beat, and I bring the first dive to the first verse and schizophrenic mindset. And I started going and going, and when the hook over, it's like murder. That shit was calling me, but it was something higher than me, you feel me? And that's how that hook just came. Murder, the God's Cry Murder, homicide when it's death on the pavement. Like, that shit just came to me, and it was a rap. It was history.
Let me ask you about another song that I like personally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this motherfucking song right here solidified you to me as one of the premier, artists from District of Columbia. You feel me? And that song is District of Columbia, Struggle for Survival. Tell the people about that.
Yeah, the District of Columbia, that came about because everybody know my motto, that struggle for survival. The song came to me in pieces because the first verse came about when I was in that mood, because I write out of emotional zones, you feel me? I was in that mood when I wrote that verse. And when I wrote the second verse, I was in that mood. So when the hook came to me, struggle for survival, I'm like, oh shit, this my city right here. This me. This my backbone right here. So I threw that District of Columbia in there so they can let them know what struggle I'm speaking of. Because we all have our struggles, whether it's Oakland, New York, Mississippi. But I wanted to let them know what struggle I was speaking of. The shit I witnessed from this cocaine dealing, how it killed me. You feel me? And that's what that came about. That's how that came about. And it was history, my nigga.
Yeah, I love that. I love that joint, man. Alright. The last song I want to ask you about is a song that I can relate to because I grew up with you. And this song right here is like let me just tell these niggas real quick. What this nigga rapping about, he actually did. I know y'all hear that all the time, but this nigga actually did or witnessed or experienced. And I can vouch for y'all. Our fucking elementary school was right across, still is, right across the street from a fucking graveyard. You feel me? And niggas not understanding that shit. Niggas thinking that you saying that because it's a good melody. I want to know about the song, Look Where I Was Raised.
Yeah, that song, I was in a dark stage when I came up with that song. Because as a youngster, going to Russo Wells Elementary, our teacher used to always tell us, like, look across the street. And there's an alley right beside our school. They used to have shootouts in and shit. We used to hear gunshots, get under the desk. And the teachers used to be like, what y'all want? Is that what y'all want? And we used to look out that window and see the graveyard over there. It was in the morning time, the birds chirping, but when you look over there, it's so cold. It's death. for a young third, second grader to see is like chilling. It's like it puts you in a gap with society. It really ostracizes you in a way where though you don't fit in with normal people. So you start to look at the world different. And once you know your destiny of a false reality, you're gonna live that. In which I'm in a living graveyard now in a maximum security prison. But at that time, it was more of a physical strain on me in my daily life to understand that I was being educated in an elementary school that is directly across the street from a graveyard.
Right. And I felt that same intensity, you know, because I went there before you, and then you came and went there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I mean, at graduation, we coming out of that school, the graveyard right there, you know what I'm saying? About you alluded to, you know, your prison life or whatever, and niggas not really understanding that, you know, you are in prison. You're not in jail. You are in prison, young. And just speak on that a little bit, man.
First, I would like to speak on the reason y'all might not never hear a prison song from me while I'm in prison. I try not to rap about these experiences because I'm incarcerated. And ain't much I can do about that but fight. I don't want my raps to be incarcerated, and I don't want my lyrics, my mind, my imagination to be incarcerated with me. That's why I always give y'all my life that I held before I came here. And this experience has really humbled me towards life. It made me take a back seat to my reckless behavior and really understand the value and the decisions I make. Because life ain't about being good or bad. It's all about being smart. It's about decision making. Good people is sitting in here, bad people sitting in here, people that ain't do shit is sitting in here. But it's about decision making, my nigga. And once you learn decision making, understand you're the master mode of your destiny, you will understand a lot of things in life. You'll be able to talk to life, as they call it, on your terms. You feel me?
Right. And I can vouch for this little nigga, man. I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't know that this nigga right here, man, he had a colorful ass life, you know, for the last 8 years, Joe. You know what I'm saying? And what I think people want to know from you is, you know, what do you expect the people to learn or want to learn about this whole mobbish movement? Because this is a movement. We, like I said on the website, this is not just a record label. This is a movement, man. You know what I'm saying? This nigga came to us, which is my big brother and me. You know what I'm saying? With a whole movie in his head, and this was his idea. Now, you know, it came to reality. I want to know how you feel about that, my nigga.
I'm ecstatic. I'm always in the awe, paranoid, afraid. All the emotions wrapped up in one because it's like looking at the downloads and looking at the YouTube views and people who are here with families and friends and niggas done check me out as like, oh shit, what I do now? Like, you got people standing at attention waiting for me to basically point where I wanted to go or write about what I wanted to write. It's a wild feeling. I look in the mirror and want to know, like, what do they see in me? So when I go to the mirror, I see Tupac, you feel me? So I understand my role. And by me understanding my role, I'm an aware human being. And when you become aware, you can carry out your responsibilities. And I feel I have a responsibility with this music. I feel I have a responsibility with MoB and my oath to the concrete, you feel me? That's my vow to the urban youth. That's my vow to the inner city, you feel me? To make sure we ain't gonna never go unheard. My man Pop said it the best, like Napoleon. Somebody gonna have to answer to why I don't got shit.
That's some real talk right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna give a shout out to to my man D Floyd. You know what I'm saying? D Floyd, if you hearing this, either you you mobbish or you about to be mobbish, baby. Anything else you want to say to the people before we sign out?
I just want to say, I'm not coming to y'all with no handout. Not asking y'all to put me on, or not asking no local artists to give me no verses or put me on their shit. I'm just asking for y'all to open y'all ears, you feel me? Just listen. All you do is gotta listen. Cause at the end of the day, the guys cry murder. Rob this nigga.
And we out.
Murder, the gods cry murder. Homicide when it's death on the pavement. Murder, the gods cry murder. Shit.